Durban, South Africa. 7 o'clock in the morning. People are moving into the city from the surrounding outskirts and townships in minivan taxis, buses, or most commonly by foot. Some enter the 3.5 million city to make a living, while others just try to survive. Among them are the street kids. Thousands of children live on South Africa's city streets. The issue of street children is a controversial one in South Africa, and these children are one of the most misunderstood groups in the country, often seen by society as the visible face of crime, a nuisance, a threat, and an embarrassment. Very few people actually understand what drives street children to the streets, what happens to them there, and what strategies would best serve them. Street children arrive in the streets often traumatized due to a variety of social reasons, most of which are related to poverty. Inhaling glue becomes one of the few escapes from the realities of the oppression suffered and the fear generated by street life. This leads to a crippling condition. Umthombo is a voice from the streets. It is a street children organization led predominantly by former street kids. Umthombo aims to change the way that society perceives and treats street children. Their work includes a range of programs to empower children to be able to leave the street life. There are around 3,000 street kids in Durban, and Umthombo takes care of approximately 50 of those kids daily. The kids can get simple food there 3 times a day, but are not allowed to sleep there and have no storage space for their very few personal belongings. We chose to work at Umthombo, the drop-in center for the street kids during the Cascoland Project. Cascoland is an international collaborative project where artists and designers engage themselves in communities in order to activate and develop public space. Because the drop-in center is a temporary structure, basic needs of sitting, playing, and storage are not facilitated. After a couple of weeks, visiting Umthombo and talking with the kids and the people working there, we chose to provide the place with several practical solutions. On the trees next to the drop-in center, we placed the House It, a sitting hammock swing, to be used by both the street kids and the general public in the park. The term House It is a combination of the English word how and the Dutch word sit. The yellow L is a table and also functions as a horizontal blackboard and a surface for personal expressions. The red game table has 3 different games engraved on its surface: Kalaha, Checkers, and Umlabalaba. The postbox lockers were meant as both a practical solution to provide the kids with a storage space of their own, at the same time to function as a sign to announce to the much ignored issue of the street children to the people of Durban, creating an address for someone who doesn't exist. The lockers demanded logistic maintenance, which did not prove to be working on a practical level, but they did work well as a billboard, attracting the public's attention. When working in a public space as intense, complicated, and extreme as the drop-in center, your intentions are put through an immediate reality check. Even though the problems we encountered were heavier than we could imagine, the interaction with the children was an overwhelming but rewarding experience. We can only hope that the things we left behind made a little difference, at least for a while.